I can't wait for this electric gain high voltage. Hell yeah.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Cooper. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout the season.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The handoff to Johnson. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He needs to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Gators are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Pulls and fires complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Lagway. Extending the play. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Off play action. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Going for it all. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Firing to the right, complete. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking to throw, it's Cook. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll give it to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer again?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. He's got him wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The pull and throw off the RPO. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to pass, it's Flagway. The throw. Finds his big tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator. Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, he falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Cook. He's got his man.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
The back goes in motion. Back to the air one more time. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for block. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Trying to burn this defensive back. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida. The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top going 63 yards to the house. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
To the air on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
2nd down now after the sack. They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Burden. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To throw, it's Cook. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Running up the gut.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
The play action fake. He'll take another shot here. Fires it into a crowd and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They keep attacking through the air. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 20. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Now on second down after the incompletion. The handoff to Johnson. Able to get one down to the 15. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Finds his man. It's Burden.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was the staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Cook. They're trying to get to it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Back it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, Missouri. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side.
Going downfield for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. He wants to go deep. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. He'll throw one to his right. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Getting to the end zone. Nice run.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Mizzou has it back on the... They hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around a little bit with this system.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth. They'll line up to go for two. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the two, and the lead stays at 5. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He makes the connection. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
He's there to make the stop, and they... Losing yardage on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. One of the most most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw, it's flagged away. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burden. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cooper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked off his feet.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that play.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.